Welcome to JD, The Untold Story. Chapter 1, Introduction. In this chapter, I'll be talking about who, what, where, how, and why I am. So the who. My name is James Douglas Preston. I was born January 8th, 1984. I was born on Elvis Presley's birthday, and I'm named after James Douglas Morrison, the best vocalist, best songwriter. He was the lead singer for The Doors. I am a YouTuber. I have Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. Yes, I know, TikTok. I am excited about doing this book. I just am going to have to put more detail into stuff than I've ever put before. I am not a detailed person, but I'm pretty sure that I can. I am a brother to Amber Preston, Ashley Preston, and Alex Preston / Bacchus. My older sister, or not older sister, the oldest sister, she is 33. Ashley is 30. She will be 31 here soon. Alex is still a baby. My sisters have helped shape me into who I am. I protected Amber all through high school, middle school. With Alex, I taught her how to protect herself. She is one of the few people that I don't like if she doesn't like what I'm doing. Like, she is one of my inspirations for who I am. One of the inspirations for me to be the best possible me I can. No, I do not have any brothers. I do have friends who I call my brothers. Chris Payne, I've known him since high school. Dean Radford, I've known him since high school. And I have two other brothers, John and Jay Rocha. Both have been very supportive. Jay liked me from the get-go. I am a son to Terry and Karen Preston. That's so weird saying their names. I tried to be the best possible me I can be for them. I don't do things that they necessarily understand, but they are proud of me, and that's what matters. I am a grandson. On my father's side, my grandparents, William and Joyce Preston. My grandfather passed away several years ago. He is the one who got me into flea markets and rummage sales. And then on my mother's side, my Nona, Donna Kessler, she passed away. I miss her every day. Christmases at her house were fantastic. My grandfather, he is doing okay. But I really want to make all my grandparents, very proud. I am an uncle. I have lots of nieces and nephew. when I didn't think I could have children, my sister, the oldest sister, Amber, she had 2 girls, Haley and Heaven. I helped raise them when they were babies because 1, they're my nieces. 2, at that point I didn't think I could have children. So I took care of them. My sister-in-law, Brittany, she just had, not just had, feels like she just had Braylon, but she is a big girl now. Oh, she makes me so proud. And then Alex. Alex just had her little Ava bug, and oh my. Not just that. Again, it feels like just that because they're so precious. But it's been a few months. Let's see. I am a husband to Chelsea Preston. I've been her husband for almost 8 years now. I will talk about more about the marriage in later chapters. She is my rock. She is the reason I went through a dark time and came out of it a better man. But again, later chapters, I don't want to spoil anything. And I am a friend. If I have this thing about if I don't know you, then I don't put much effort in because I moved around a lot as a child, so trying to like everybody is not a goal of mine. However, if you are my friend, you are pretty much family, and I'll pretty much go to bat for you every time. What am I? Like I said, I am a YouTuber. I'm a father to 3 of the world's best children, all of them which are different in their own ways. Johnny is my oldest. He is his own man. He's starting to really prove that I'm very proud of him. And the things he's done, it just amazes me how grown he is. My princess, Ariana, she is her own person. She is independent, but she'll also take help. She is a creator like me. I just asked her how to do stuff on TikTok yesterday, and she told me about 3 seconds how to get it. Like, she is brilliant. She loves school. She loves her friends. She has a big heart. Logan is our wild child. Logan is me and his mother put together, which is a good thing and a bad thing because he is over emotional sometimes, but he cares about everything. Everything also makes him excited. Like, if you're feeling like you're in a bad mood, just go hang out with him for like 5 seconds, and you will not be in a bad mood anymore. I do content. I try to put out as much content as possible to get my brand out. My brand and my investment is me, JD. The nickname JD is my first 2 initials, and my closest friends and family call me JD. So then is what am I? Where am I? I bounce around a lot. I will again talk about different places. I'll just go over things briefly. I've lived several places in New York. I've lived Florida, Virginia, South Carolina. I now live in Michigan. I stayed 2 weeks in Germany. As far as my life goes, I am in I would say I got, another 60 years to live, so I'm a third of the way through, if that makes sense. I'm in a great place. I just lost my job on vacation. I had learned that if you do not ask for something, do not take the shot, you'll miss. Every time, you do not take the shot. So you take the shot and you miss. So she wanted me to write down dates, and we already planned on going home. Hush it, phone. So I had written these dates out, and she had given me 2 weeks off. I only asked for a week, but it coincided with my dentist appointment. And we had talked about it, and I kept telling her, if she really needs me at the store, I will be there. Like, you can't. I only get a certain amount of days. I can go home, and if I don't ask for them, I don't get them. So I just asked. It's just a question. And any true boss would understand that. Any true leader would understand that. And go, I wish I could, but I really need you. No, she said, that's fine, and then threw it in my face. So, Friday, my last day before vacation, I went to lunch. She had told the cashier when to have me go on lunch. So my manager did. I had told the cashier I was going to lunch. Cashier didn't have a phone, so she couldn't get a hold of me anyways. And the store wasn't busy at all. There was nobody there. Like, there was no way that this grown person couldn't take care of the store for a half an hour. None. And I was excited about starting my vacation. I was excited about being in charge of this store. I was excited. No, apparently, and a week later, I came back and everything was fine. Welcomed the boss, the regional manager, or corporate manager, I should say. I had checked in the merchant, and I cashed out both drawers, or 3 drawers, on my own, and helped both the cashiers, and I did everything they asked. Then I get the report that I never spoke to the general, or the corporate manager never see me. The merchant said I walked away. Like, all this stuff comes, and I fixed both of those. I was like, okay. She's like, never mind. It was you left the cashier alone. Like, a half an hour. If that wasn't even half an hour. Anyways, I digress. But when I think about it now, it's funny. Now I could put assistant manager on my resume, and I have more experience now. How? Well, when 2 people who love each other, my parents fell in love at 16, and they had me at 19. After they were married, they raised me to be the best person I can be. I have other information, or other things that make me how I am. TV, music, movies, my children, wife, my family, my friends. I learned a long time ago, I think it was like 12, that everybody has their own opinion about what you should do. And I was like, how am I going to sort through this and make my own opinion? And I went, there's the thing. Let's take it all in. So, tell the funny story. My grandmother, my Nona, used to tell my mother to watch out for me because I was the quiet one, and it was always the quiet ones who snapped. But the thing was, I was quiet for 2 reasons. One, I didn't think timing. I didn't know how to jump into a conversation. And 2, I was more invested in listening to everybody's opinion and everybody's stories and taking it all in, and then shuffling through with my beliefs and my feelings and what I think is wrong and right, and putting it together and starting my mold. And then after I get it, if this doesn't work, then I change this part out. I have a saying: if you're not happy with yourself, I have a saying: either be happy with yourself, love yourself, or change it so you do love yourself. So I am a work of art that's still being molded. And I can take the clay out and put more clay in, or I can change the clay color. Why? Why? Why am who I am? Well, the how works into the why too. I do this because this life is a journey, and you should enjoy the journey. You shouldn't be miserable. Life is long. Life is a long journey. I know that media and every aspect of this society focuses on the short-lived, but it's like 80 to 90% of people actually live to be 70 plus. So let's take 70. I'm 35. That is 35 more years. If I live to be 70, I'm only halfway done. So I want to make the next 35 years as memorable and as hard-hitting and as driven as I can. I also do this for my children. I want them to see that hard work pays off. That you can work hard and be happy at the same time. I want to show my friends and my family the absolute best and worst of me, because you can't be the best of you without going through the worst. You can't have a win without taking a loss. Look at it like wrestling. Wrestling is a big thing of mine. So, to be WWE champion, you gotta win the WWE championship. Okay, you win the championship. That means, in order to be like the 16-time WWE champion, you have to lose the championship. It's like that all over the place. The 16-0 New England Patriots lost the Super Bowl. So you take your losses and you take your wins. My losses are what shape me for my wins. Let's see. Just don't cook something and have it be perfect off the bat. You have to taste it while you're doing it. You have to fail. The first time I cooked eggs, too much salt. Now I'm a pro at it because I had to learn to lose. When I moved out on my own for the first time, I called my mother about cooking everything. But I couldn't have her cook it for me. I had to try it on my own. I couldn't be afraid to fail at cooking, because when you fail, there's room to grow. You look at your failure, you look at how you failed, why you failed, and then you try it again next time in changing the game plan. And that's why I will succeed. That's why I will succeed at this book, because I'm afraid of doing this book. I'm afraid of the stuff that's going to come out. I'm afraid of making people upset. And I'm afraid of it not being good, because I'm not good at being vocal. I'm not good at telling my feelings. See, I just had a pause right there. In high school, always told me that when you speech, don't do try not to do pauses, right? But in doing this, I'm laughing and having a good time. It's exciting. So if this book fails, it's okay. I will see why this book failed, and I will change it up from there. But I am pretty pumped about doing this. Either way, I'm pretty pumped about putting my life out there. It is a fantastic, and it's a roller coaster ride for me. I'm pumped about talking about my feelings. I've written everything down, and this is all me. And this is why I'm doing this introduction. And I am psyched. And this is the end of chapter 1.